Okay, sorry about that. I think my internet connection went down, so I think that was the problem with the last one. So now we're trying to figure out if this is a function or not. So we are just looking for repeated x's. Notice in this case we have a bunch of points. Here it is 2, 1, 4, 6, 5, 2, and 7, 8. Remember that x comes first, y comes second, always. That's always the way points are. And so are there any repeated x's? No. So therefore, this is a function. So that means for every x, so that would be yes. So for every x, there's only one y. So we're good there. Okay, so now we move on to a function notation and then how to be able to evaluate a function. So notice here is my formula or my function, and I want to find f of negative 6. Now remember, this means that I want to plug it in. So I want to plug it in for that value. So when I'm trying to look for f of negative 6, I'm going to have negative 2 times negative 6 over 3 plus 2. I hate it when I do that. I hate it when I say something and I don't know why I write the wrong number down. So 2 times negative 6, 3, here's the negative from there, and then plus 2, which is that part right over there. So now we're going to go ahead and do some simplification. So I have this negative on the outside, so I'm going to bring it up to the top. I can either bring it to the top or bring it to the bottom. I always prefer to bring it to the top. So that's negative 2 times negative 6. That would be positive 12 over 3 plus 2. 4 over 3. 4 plus 2. So 12 divided by 3 is 4 plus 2. And then we have a 6. So f of negative 6 equals 6. Okay, so now we want to find f of 2 plus f of negative 3. So we're going to do the same thing that we did above. We're first going to plug in a 2 minus 3. That's going to equal, so negative 4 times 2 is negative 8 minus 3, which is negative 11. And then we're going to look for negative 3, f of negative 3. And that means we have negative 4 times negative 3 minus 3. We're just plugging it in for x. Negative times a negative is a positive. 12 minus 3 equals 9. And then it says to find them added together. So we would have negative 11 plus 9, which equals negative 2. So this answer right here would equal negative 2. When we add two negatives, remember we subtract them, keep the sign of the largest number. Okay, now, is this a function? Yes or no? So if we do the vertical line test, it only crosses at one spot, so therefore it is a function. Why? Because for every x, there is only one y. Now notice here is that it crosses at this point, right? And at that point, there's a certain x value and there's a certain y value. So notice there are no repeated x's there. And the reason why we know that there's no repeated x's there is because it never crosses the function ever again along that vertical line. Okay, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to go to the next video, make sure that everything is good.